on Africa in general and Gambia in particular. So when you say things to please those people, forgetting that you are a Gambian and that you are supposed to work for the interests of the Gambian people and nobody else, you try to appease them for one reason or the other and say things that are supposed to be detrimental, Allah would expose you. And the detriment you want, if you are promised visa or whatever or asylum, and then Gambians suffer, Allah would never allow that. That was the case up to 31st of December 2012 for some of you. When I say some of you, some may be here, some may have gone, received the red card. But as from today, such dangerous, unpatriotic elements will not be entertained in my government. I appointed all of you in good faith that you will serve the interests of this country and you will believe in the supremacy of the Almighty Allah and not any other entity. When you all receive letters, there's a phrase or a portion of the letter that says, you should inform me, the president, in writing whether or not you accept the appointment. It is not stated in the letters of appointment that if you refuse, you'll be shot or imprisoned or be beaten. If you accept this appointment, in fact, you are supposed to acknowledge in writing whether you accept the appointment or not. It is very, very clear. So nobody is coerced or forced to be a minister, a permanent secretary, or a deputy permanent secretary or whatever, or an SG or secretary to cabinet. Even when we take people below that rank down to the bottom, no appointment letter, as far as I know, from 1994 to date, stated that you are appointed and you must accept it whether you like it or not. And nobody has ever been told that you have to serve in whatever capacity whether you like it or not. So the entire system is a voluntary system. It's a choice. And I think that is what democracy is all about. Now, if any one of you believe that I'm too tough towards those people that want to colonize Africa, you leave my government and you go and serve them. If any one of you believe that I'm too harsh, you sympathize with them, leave the government now. Or after the meeting from here against cabinet meeting Thursday, send me your resignation letters and I'll accept it with gratitude to the Almighty Allah. But there is no way you will be in this government. Go out and meet those people and start talking about, oh, we are trying to manage the president. Nobody can manage me except the Almighty Allah. Why am I saying this? I'm saying it because as from now, such people will not be tolerated and you will pay a very high price. So it's up to you to judge what the high price is going to be. Because you cannot be paid by the Gambian people, Gambian taxpayers. And then at the same time, Gambians believe in that you will deliver. You deliver hell on them. That is not going to happen. By working against Gambia's interests. If you think that I don't compromise, and I will not compromise, with evil. I will not compromise with anything that will question our independence as a country. And I will not compromise with any institution that thinks that we are not fit to rule ourselves, no matter what they have. Let me make it very clear again. I will not compromise being told by any outside force how this country should be run, what laws we should pass, how we should deal with our people. That is not their business. That is not even up for discussion. No entity also should tell this country what laws should prevail in this country and what. They cannot define themselves and define us. It's not going to happen. We are an independent sovereign state. Being small doesn't mean that we are not human. We are as human as they are, and maybe even better, because we are true Muslims and true Christians in this country. We fear only the Almighty Allah. When we have these so-called partners who still believe that Africa should be colonized in one way or the other, and they hoodwink us into what they call a partnership. Partnerships are not bad. There's nothing wrong talking to evil people. If you believe that by talking to them, you'll make them change and become good people. There's nothing wrong with a partnership as long as the partnership is based on mutual respect. The respect for your independence and freedoms and your sovereignty. There's nothing wrong with partnerships. When we take the English definition of dialogue, it's two people or entities, two sides anyway, or multiple sides meeting to discuss to come to a common objective or a common understanding for the good of the partnerships. That is what the definition of partnership is all about. Unfortunately, there are forces that come up with partnerships or propose partnerships, but their real intention is to subjugate you and destroy your country and your independence. To allow criminals to do whatever they want in this country in the name of human rights. When you as government ministers find it difficult to get a visa for an official mission to their area, and they tell you this is for the sake of the partnership. When you as a minister will not be given a visa because you are wearing a hair tie, and African tradition says that every married woman should have a hair tie. But the Islamic religion says, and which is more important because that's the religion of God, says that any woman of maturity, full maturity, should have a cover her head. You're not saying the face. And they tell you, it's because of the hair tie, we will not give you a visa. And the same people tell you that you should let criminals go for the sake of human rights. And when Africans go there, they are put in worse prisons called asylum seekers camps, which are worse than Nazi concentration camps, where cameras are not allowed. But if you watch Grts, I told the Grts to work with Al Jazeera. Because if I talk, people will think that I'm talking. I've been watching that program on Al Jazeera, and I thought it is good for the young people of this country to see what they are going in for. You will see a situation where an African, and when I say African,